Also in tonight's programme, Breathe Easy, how an 81-year-old is bringing new hope for the victims of lung disease.
It kills more people every year in the UK than breast, bowel or prostate cancer. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, is a term used for a variety of lung diseases, including bronchitis and emphysema. The British Lung Foundation says it's the 5th biggest killer in the UK and it's on the increase. Every hour it's estimated to kill more than 250 people worldwide, and the estimated cost to the NHS in providing treatment for COPD is almost £500 million a year. Now, an 81-year-old Sussex man has invented a monitor that could help to save the lives of people with the condition. Our report comes from Nicola Hazler.
20 years into retirement, David Jones wasn't expecting to embark on a new career. But 2 years ago, he lost his wife Heather to COPD. And one particular visit to hospital during her illness kick-started his inventor's mind once again.
The registrar rang me up and said, your wife is unconscious and we think you ought to come in right away. The implication was that they thought she was dying. As soon as I came in, the first thing I noticed was that the pipe had come off the oxygen mask.
COPD affects millions of people worldwide. It damages the airways and the lungs, leaving patients dependent on an oxygen supply. But if that supply fails, the patient can die from heart failure, which is where the Oxymon could help.
It will warn the patient if they're not breathing correctly, if the oxygen supply has failed.
When you think of diseases that cause the most deaths in Britain, cancer and heart disease come to mind. But you don't hear as much about COPD and its impact on breathing. In fact, here in the southeast last year, 3,000 people died from the disease. That's twice as many as died from breast cancer, colon cancer and prostate cancer.
After securing a business development grant, David was able to produce 40 of the Oxymons, which have been trialled at the Princess Royal Hospital in Haywards Heath.
The problem we have with many people who use oxygen is that they will often use it overnight when they're asleep, and then sometimes it can become dislodged without them being aware of that, and they're never quite certain if they're actually clocking up the 15 hours they need in every 24 hours. This device will be one means of being able to monitor the use of oxygen to make sure they're getting sufficient hours in each period.
Heather's artwork is a fond reminder for David and inspires him to keep busy. At 81, he's now off to America to promote his invention. Nicola Hazler, BBC South East Today, Sussex.